is done without permission. The Jamaican government went into the people in country and got mine without permission. They did not get permission from President Richard Curry. President Richard Curry is seeking damages for trespassing. The Jamaican government trespassed against Richard Curry's country, sovereign country. The more Richard Curry's sovereign country, the Jamaican government trespassed against their land. Both applications initially were set for hearing on Thursday. They actually got a hearing. But when the matter was mentioned, Justice Kirk Anderson indicated that he was unable to proceed as he was not in receipt of the complete bundles from both parties. Consequently, he ordered both the claimants and the defendants to file the complete bundles along with an index by July 2028. He also made an order for both the injunction and application to be heard on the same date. Both are equally important because furthermore, Anderson said granting injunctive relief. Among the orders made was the claimants are permitted to rely on file further submission and also do so if they are contesting the defendant's application orders. This is where it's interesting now. This is where it gets very interesting. Yeah? Mr. Dexter, this is where this gets very interesting. You see? Young bud no storm, but now we had a hurricane. All the young buds have not a feather. Because the hurricane was so strong, it blew off the young bud them feather. You see how long I wilderness I preach to, no? Watch it now. Attorney at law Charles Ganga Singh leads the Maroon defense team. And I'm going to give you $20 if you can tell me who's on the team. The team of Maroons who wants over 200,000 acres of land and damages. I bet you them tell me who is now at their disposal. Attorney at law Charles Ganga Singh leads the Maroon defense team, which includes Ice Pratt. Which includes Ice Pratt. And Isat Buchanan, the man who just win out of Portland, the man where they right now at their disposal, the man where now get to fight for them now with gloves on. So when you hear the Maroon them come now and say they don't want no JDF in them place and them sovereign and them have strong backative. Them have lawyer now in government. Is it? Nobody don't want to hear from me. Nobody don't want to hear nothing when Vegas attack. But at some point the truth I go catch up with you know. At some point the truth I catch up with you know. So while Anne-Marie Vaz team slept at the wheel because she did so much work and then things so them now have to go and canvas everywhere and going at everything and draw the vote them because she felt it was a safe seat. Mr. Buchanan had the Maroons and everybody campaigning hard for him. Because what? Him is the Maroon's lawyer on this case. Up to time of printing. You have to fix up your language, you know, because you know what, and then come out. You have to fix up your language good. You know what, left no loophole. If nobody swim through. You see? You see, they come and tell about corruption. Yes? But you didn't believe, say, a two-time drug convict could lecture you on corruption? You didn't believe that? You didn't believe, say, a two-time drug convict could lecture you on corruption? Sit up on Rattigan page and lecture people on corruption? Is Rattigan is not going to pull this file? He's not going to pull the file with Zion L. I try to take people and him crew and him clan and him Moorish people. Them I try to take people land out of Texas. He's not going to do that. He might go try find something to try go at Andrew Holness, like him find something to justify Mr. Buchanan, Paul Buchanan, and go at Andrew Holness about full case about him win election and that man's a liar. Rattigan is a liar. The nice mad one, they're not gonna find this a case. They're not gonna find the case where these people are suing the Jamaican government, the same type of language, the same type of lawsuit like what they did in Texas to get land. It's all about land. Richard Curry suing the government to put the land in his name. Okay? So when you not talk and when you not try to come for me, please do so. Please do so with some facts. Bring on a pen and come, on a book and come. Yeah? In another article it says, up in the ante on its ongoing dispute with the Andrew Holness-led administration, Colonel Richard Curry is announcing that the Akongpong Maroons have filed a lawsuit against the government of Jamaica. You hear me say? The Akongpong Maroons. However, it was filed in his name. Curry, in a statement released Monday, June 20, advised the lawsuit also includes the Jamaica National Rich Trust and was formally filed in the Supreme Court. Amid tension between Curry-led cockpit country Maroons and the state, the chief declared that the lawsuit serves as another step in their effort to protect land vital. Listen. Amid tension between the Curry-led cockpit country Maroons and the state, the chief declared that the lawsuit serves as another step in their efforts to protect land vital to the Maroon survival. Attorney General Dr. Derek McCoy was formally served with the suit last Wednesday, and the first hearing of the historic case will be on July 12th in Kingston. Buoyed by worldwide interest in the fight against state sanctions, mineral mining council particularly captured documents by oh, here we go. Buoyed by worldwide interest in the fight against state-sanctioned mineral mining in the cockpit council, particularly captured in documentaries by Vice News, attorneys Isat Buchanan, Charles Ganga Singh, and Alexandra Labiche comprise the legal team representing the Akongpong Maroons. Isat Buchanan, who is now in a Maroon region, is Curry's lawyer on this case. This land grabbing case. The state further indicated that reparation advocate Bert Samuels other international attorneys as well as the Maroon ambassador plenipotentiary Anu Tafari Zion L are also active players in the suit against the government. The same Zion L Tafari that was a part of the lawsuit against the Texas company. Here you get the real idea on who the councils are, the Maroon councils. Listen. What Zion L has to do with anything in Maroon town? What Zion L has to do with anything Maroon? Let me tell you. The statement further indicated that reparation advocate Bert Samuels, other international attorneys, as well as the Maroon ambassador, plenipotentiary Anu Tafari Zion L, are also active players in the suit against the government. This lawsuit further outlines violations of constitutionally protected rights to private property, the observance of political doctrines, and trespass to the Maroon estate, which has been unlawfully permitted by the government of Jamaica to be mined for bauxite and other raw materials, the statement noted. The resilience of the Akompo Maroons was caught in the interest of international media giants such as Forbes magazine, Vice News, celebrities, and even worldwide governments. The illustrious history of Jamaican Maroons and the fight for freedom against colonization has captivated researchers of history, blah, 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 blah. Almost 30 years after the signing of the 1738 Maroon Treaty of Peace and Friendship with the British Crown, the indigenous Maroons of the Cockpit Country have filed a lawsuit against the government of Jamaica and the Jamaican National Heritage Trust. The fixed date claims was filed on February 6, 2022. The lawsuit further outlines violation of constitutionally protected rights to private property, the observance of political doctrines, da, 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 da. The claimants requested no declaration on sovereignty based the local avenue. A strong legal team comprising of Isat Buchanan, Charles Ganga Singh, and Alexandra Labiche, along with the consultations from Bert Samuels and international lawyers, as well as the Maroon ambassador plenipotentiary Zion L. I think I read that already. So there you have it. There you have it. So, okay, the claim expressed the Maroon property rights under the laws of Jamaica and the Maroon boundaries which declared and defines, you think I was making it up? 116,218 hectares also as cockpit country. Maroon indigenous right under international law and Maroon statehood have also been expressed at an erudite level which will both provoke and intrigue the best legal minds. See that? 116,000. Let me now make up things. See that? 116,000. That work out to over 200,000 acres of land in Curry's name. And the Maroon Council, which we know now Zion L has a role in. And who is Zion L again, class? Who is Zion L again? Who did we say Zion L is again, class? Anybody remember? There's another judgment that I'm looking for, where they were banned from Texas, but it's going to take some time to dig. It's a long time I did pull up them thing here. So that one is going to take a little time to pull up. But the same way they went into Texas and tried to take with the people in land, it's the same thing they're doing now in Jamaica. There is a claim that the people who lived in a compound and the other regions lived there for many years. There is a claim, a legal claim to them getting titles. That is something that the government is working on. And I actually agreed with Mark Golding's policy, and I think the government should adapt it, to cut down the time. Yeah, the 60 years too long. But there have to be a way where the time can cut down for these long inhabitants get possession and title of these lands. Corey is not supposed to get any land in him and Zion held them name. Because there is no guarantee that when him get 200,000 acres of land in his name, he's gonna divide it up for the people. Maybe him give them some, let's say them rule in his favor. Let's say the government somehow say, you know what, we'll give it to them. Yeah? I don't think it can happen now because we buy at the Supreme Court, and we run the Supreme Court now. We buy it out with the 3 children. But let's say some miraculous situation happens and Isat able to convince the judge to give them 200,000 acre land. You know who get the land? Corey and his council. So they may give up 1,000 acre out of the 200,000 acre to the people up there and say, yeah man, we'll divide up some lots and go on. But what am I going to do with all the other land? What would Richard Corey be the richest man in the Western Hemisphere? Because them land they have a lot of resources. This will be like a man richer than everybody put together. Lead the brother who won NBC, Matalan them, the Stewarts them. This man will be the richest man. But this is how ambitious they are. This is how brazen they are. This is how them go for home run. You see, him have somebody we are linked with him where is an extremist in my view. Zion L is a soft-spoken, subtle extremist. Like them a go for all out. Them a go for all or nothing. Like yo, we are go for the home run here, you know. It's not like we are trying to get the land within the parameters where the slave master they give them. Because remember, so the slave master give them some land for occupy, where they could not go beyond 3 miles to do any form of business. That's why in the treaty where them sign, you know. In the treaty where them a go by, the slave masters make sure tell them say them can't go outside of 3 miles of where them occupy. So it's a little area of land where the slave master really give them, you know. Where them can't go outside of the perimeter, they go do anything 3 miles outside the perimeter. So let's say them in a fight for that piece of land, that area there, that zone there. And they may say, you know what, we are fighting for this land here for the people them, and we're going to make people get individual titles. They're not doing that. You will support Richard Corey. Richard Corey want all the land in his name and his council's name. And Zionel, of course, the plenipotentiary, yeah, is him right hand. Both of them were just on Rattigan this Saturday. Both of them. So who advising Richard Corey to turn down the military help? Who is advising him that he's sovereign? Who is advising him that he's Moorish, yeah, mean Islamic, if that's what they're subscribing to. They're subscribing to Islam, yeah. Who are his advisors? You'll be surprised. Bert Samuels, an established lawyer. Isat Buchanan, who is now a parliamentarian, and others. So there are actually people in their corners where I advise them and maybe day-to-day activities. Maybe the situation, we are looking at the surface and say, Richard Curry need to sit down, man, when me no want a soldier by the place. He might work a different government, he might different government. No, I don't think he's making some of these decisions, just get up and just make these decisions. He has people, qualified people, legal minds, who are advising him, it seems. So this is not just a little joke thing, a little trivial thing. Buchanan case to the Buchanan case trivial. This is bigger something. This is the mindset where them develop, and an organization where them build, them farm, to do the same thing with the quote-unquote sovereign people in America been trying to do, and every time them go to the court, them lose. Them go and them take what people land. The people in America will claim to them sovereign, and them no take no talk from America. They sever ties from America. Them try drive without driver's license and go to court and then get locked up and go to jail. Them try do all manner of things without proper documents, and every time they go before a judge, the whole of them go to jail. Them say them not black, them say them white. If you tell them say them are African, them say no, they are not Africans and they are not black people. Them say them white. Them have a book where them call Black Law Book, where them read from. Yeah? Because I remember saying, I know what trad, I know what journey from Christianity to study, I know other things, I know about religion and something there. We came across these same black law book and black code and black this and black that and whatever, and you are not black, you are white and all kind of nonsense, and you don't need no driver's license. And I know people will try give up them passport, I know people will try get them document. Polite, when now their prisoner serve time for raping his stepdaughter, yeah? He was one of the men that would come and tell people, say them don't need no passport, them don't need a US passport, and them can get them documents and them thing. He's now in jail. He's now in prison, right? You have another man where them used to follow name, Dr. York. Dr. York is in an underground prison in America because the York clan, when I speak on these things about his what he was sent to prison for, raping young girls, when I speak on it, the York clan threatened my life, said them I go unalive me. So I leave them alone. Me no bother talk. See? But Dr. York, doctrine is where them get caught up in his dogma. Is that them is Yorkism, you know? Is Malachi Yorkism. Where it become, I must say, polite, where they are prison now to molest him child, him stepdaughter. He was a student of Dr. York. And at them same doctrine and them old doctrine where Richard Curry them pick up. So it seems as if Zion L is an elder when it comes on to that type of dogma. Him is like, you know, him know the channel, him know about this kind of dogma. See? And I see him think them bring Buju Bant and them under. So when I hear Buju them come now and anti-government and all of them things here, it's the same type of doctrine them get stuck on, you know. It's a doctrine where them are feed to them. And this doctrine them are feed to them when they become anti-government, anti-state, anti-this, anti-that, anti-everything. It can be very dangerous. Because them think them sovereign. And them think them not have to follow the laws of the land. And that are the crux of the matter. They believe they are sovereign and them not have to follow the laws of the land. So if Andrew Holness administration, because if Mark Golding did win this election, that is the reason why Curry did a campaign for Mark Golding. That is the reason why they had Richard Curry on stage at their conference. If Mark Golding had won this election, Richard Curry and his clan would have been set. Because remember, him go up there, Mark Golding go up there, and they anointed him with oil. And his cup run it over. Remember, go back and check on the thing, people. You don't have to open the eye and look where I go on. Mark Golding actually did a documentary where he stated that it was essential for the Maroons to it was essential for the Maroons to return runaway slaves, unalive them, sell away out, all of them things. It was necessary for whatever their survival or whatever the hell it was. Mark Golding signed off on the Maroons them being traitors. It's there. The document is there. The evidence is there. So if him did win the election, Richard Curry them, and this is the wicked part of it, he could not control Richard Curry. Because Richard Curry that believe, say him is a part of the team that brought him victory. So now, any illegal activities, Mark Golding would have had to turn a blind eye. Furthermore, Richard Curry, according to research and information, used to work for Mark Golding in his company. I wonder if you understand, say, the same way you have Garrison, right? And it makes point this out to me. The same way we have Garrison, we have Badman place. And when police are going in them place, yeah, like when you look at youth and you hear about all Warwick Hill and them place there, and the terrain and them thing, they make it so difficult to operate in these terrain much more if you go after criminals. I wonder if you don't understand, say, a compound which by Richard Curry them there can possibly be one of them type of terrain there, or region there. Because you have to question it and say, why do they not want a military presence up there? What is happening up there while they don't want a military presence? You have to question yourself and say, what if the whole heap of gun when them find and come through the wharf? Wonder where they were destined to? You have to question these things, you know. Because I remember saying, you know, if the man them get to pick up arms, if the man them decide say, them are going to start civil unrest for fight for them territory or fight for take up. Remember I said, there's a man with a man did an interview with the woman on IRFM, you know. Maat, you know. Maat were anti-Andrew Wellness according to our, you know, my beliefs. A man did an interview with she, you know, where them beat up. Them go over the man land and cut lumber and cut things. And when the man put up resistance and beat up the man. So if Mark Golding them will get that government, Curry them with that control the whole of the lumber and all of them something there where them claim say a feed them possession. So Andrew Wellness is a threat to the wealth where them try to build as Moors. Them are try to get rich like Mansa Musa. The Moor, the first Moor where they wealthy. Is a Mansa Musa type of you don't understand what going on people. No think say just chattings. Where man with 200,000 acres of land. This is you might say it's delusional. But is Bert Samuels delusional? So if Mark Golding win the election, when them not doing, they might take people land because Mark Golding and them a friend. So what them not doing, Mark Golding would ensure that them get the 200,000 acres of land, Curry get the land? Was that a payback that Curry was working for? That's why when you hear Isat Buchanan come now and talk about him want people get land. Gonna read between the lines, man. Why you think Isat Buchanan come now and say him want the people them to get land? But in whose name? Who are the land grabbers? They are going to tell us, say, oh, the government want it. The government want thief the land. They are going to tell us, the government have so much land in Jamaica, they don't need to thief nobody land. Unless they want to cut a road. Unless they want to build a government building, them go to the people and tell them, so them, and nobody can stop them from doing it. You see what I say? So open the eye, brethren. Richard Curry them no normal. Zion L no normal. Them afraid for me talk about it, you know. And you soon my phone I go ring in a few and them a go threaten me. Them a threaten to sue me. And that's what they do. That's what they do anytime me get to the legal part of it. Anytime I start pointing out the legal aspect of it, them send somebody come call me. They just get a phone call and really. You see? But if evil prevails when good people stay silent. You see? So when you see everybody out there run back a Richard Curry them, ask yourself the question, what Richard Curry them trying to gain from all of this? Land. Land. And they are prepared to get this land by any means. Any means. And that is why they do not want the JDF come fix no house or compound. Because if the JDF goes to a compound and fix the people them house and fix the people them roof and station there, certain activities may not be able to go on. Secondly, they have to keep poisoning the people them up their minds. Say Andrew Wellness no mean them no good. Say Andrew Wellness no business with them. They have to keep poisoning the people's minds that we are come help now, we are on a savior. Is that the 3-card man them do or that the con man them do? The people them will con you. Them tell us say, yo, them are come save you. Them are come take care of you. Them are going to make more money. When a man try con you out of money, him tell us him are going to make you make more money. Them just try con me the other day. People send me links and them a sell me land. Right? And them want how much acres of land and me forgive them 180 million. And them have lawyers and them have papers and them have everything, the land, everything them have everything. And them a tell me say how much how me can get rich off of this land. And them a tell me say, yo, one of these lots can sell for rare. But true, me have a team of people, me have a lawyer. I'm surround myself with great minds. So I really got to take up 180 million and just run go give people so I don't see them back again. Furthermore, I have a type of cash to sit down. You see? But me I sell a one thing if it is real. And go grab it. Because the dream with them sell me say me I got turn a billionaire. US. Wally Palan them a try. Chapai. So scammers con people. Them not just come tell us that them a take something. Them next sure tell us say, yo, me I take this, but you are gonna get this, you are gonna wealthy. So this that dream them a sell the people who come from. We are fight for uno. We are gonna make uno alright. We and if you go up there because we have people on the ground, if you go up there, go take a look for yourself. And the hurricane now make them get away with it because them are gonna tell us that the hurricane caused the damages. But people that were there, we get pictures, we get evidence, we get all kind of evidence from up there. They did nothing. Curry has done nothing for the people of a compound substantially, where you can say he might take the money from all the different organizations and fixing up the place. There's about 2,500 people up there. The amount of money where they collect, why did them get $200,000 from Buju Banton? Did they open a center? Did they open a school? Did they open something to make the people them better? I don't see that. I don't hear that. So what is the main mission? Play on people's emotion. The people them, the Jamaicans them believe that Andrew Wellness are try do something illegal in or to Curry or in a compound. When it's nonsense. Richard Curry them a land grab. Richard Curry and him allies them a land grab. Same thing they did in Texas. I am out. Oh, see a big name they want to mention? Who else is in it? I'm not trying to say money have come through different portal because them are tell the people them say, I wish my brother Imhotep was here. I wish Imhotep, where Imhotep there? Imhotep got there at work. Let me see if I find Imhotep. Because I'm not even telling about the stone where the man them create. The man them create a ruby, a stone, and I use it. You they work? You the the work? Jump on my politics and religion page. More you telling people about the ruby, the stone where the man did not try to use. For can the people them. No man, come on my page, come on my page. But no, yeah, politics and religion, but TikTok. I was showing how dangerous the man them is. I was showing how dangerous the man them is, Virgin. You know things they play man them. Eh? Them a man here go to federal court and try to take my people land in Texas. What you think them are going to do to Jamaica? Them brazen. Remember me tell you that. Say Imhotep here. Boom, watch this. Watch this. Imo.
Yo, Tubi, you hear me?
May I give them a whole breakdown of how we used to fight the battle and point out the Zion L land grabbing in Texas.
Right, right.
Get kicked out of the court.
Right.
So I want you explain to them about the stone where they will put up as collaterals.
All right, so listen to me. Anyway, Mr. Vegas, so years made up on Facebook, brother. We see where the money are forward with, And we see them agenda, I remember say, yeah, one of the first man about them out, brother. Because we know the man them agenda, brother. And we know say them not care nothing about the people them up there, Right? Remember said them man, all right, there was a stone called the suicide stone, right? There was a man named Diakite. They actually priced the stone at 800 million US dollar, right? And they tried to value the stone as such, as collateral, because they wanted to use the stone to get money. And also remember, people should remember that these are the same people that try to create crypto in the cockpit, which means that they were going to create cryptocurrency based on the resources in the cockpit country. Right? So, listen to me. These are some devil them here up there, and a joke thing, and we know that for a fact, It's not if, but, or maybe. And the truth is, these are Jamaican citizens pretending to be sovereign and indigenous.
Facts.
And I'm saying that Richard Curry and Anu Zion El and all the corrupt people around him, they don't care about the people up there. They really don't. It's all about power. It's all about control. It's all about resources. But they really don't care about the people.
So the stone that they say value 800 million US dollar, right? How much actually the stone end up being worth?
It was 90,000. It was 90,000 and did value it at.
So the man say, he must have said too nice people. He must say too nice. He must say too scholarly. The man have one rock, right? A mineral rock, see? And then claim said the mineral rock value over 800,000 US dollar. So that was basically to be used as, what I call it,
collateral, man. Collateral, right.
More give a better understanding of collaterals. It's like if you start the business. See?
Right. Using it as security, right.
Security. So when this worth 800 million.
Yes, and so they evaluate it.
So this worth that amount of money, so they might tell us, okay, our crypto and our dollar can crash because we have the mother. These are the mother. These are the foundation we support with dollar. So people can actually invest in this. Alright. I saw it in look. I want to sit near there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally. It look prettier than this, but I want to sit near there with have. And
Right.
Real thing, you know. They say it value 800 million. So people were supposed to buy into this.
Right.
Yeah? But you want own a piece of this, they want to sell you a piece of this. You have to buy into this. So this are the value. This are the value where I hold your money. See? So when they value the thing, it was about $90,000, I think, are somewhere around there, if it was so much. See?
Right.
That never work out. So the same thing we are here. LA Lewis come out and I said them have them own money and them something there. That is something where LA Lewis actually pick up there, you know. Remember it's LA Lewis who know about Richard Curry, you know. First, I know about Richard Curry, you know. So LA Lewis was trying to educate Richard Curry and how to have them own currency. But just that them now have to back it. Them have the paper, they now to back it.
But the problem is, you know, Mr. Vegas, what is disturbing about this is that Richard Curry is not really the Richard Curry is a puppet, you know, right? The real man, the real man behind the power, the real man behind the power is him. Yes, man, is Zion L where not even an ounce of Maroon blood in him. No come from up there, now have nothing to do with up there, and him a program Richard Curry up there against the people interest because you know, listen to me.
It's funny, bro. Hey, me glad say I bring an animal in a few, right? But me not really load up the platform animal. You know what's funny? I have to talk to animal. Me glad me see that chat. Animal used to dip on the battlefield with me and burn them out.
Yeah, man, that's true, man. That's true. From Facebook days.
Dip on them side.
Oh, away I say. That's bro, news to me.
You will forget animal used to burn them out too, you know.
Right. Right, that's news to me now because here we go now. When we know for sure is that this. Remember when the man them coming up, the man them come and say them are Moors and them sovereign and indigenous. Yeah. And when Richard Curry attacked the people them, the man say Assalamu alaikum and all that Muslim nonsense.
Bro.
Right? Him not.
But remember when before Zion L became
plenipotentiary. Plenipotentiary.
No, in the initial stage because it was plenipotentiary, but it wasn't established. But him never have some type of active role. Remember, it was more covert, right?
Right.
Richard Curry never talk about no Islamic thing, brother.
No. I went Zion L bringing the Moorish science nonsense to him and them sitting there.
That's why you hear even the artists them now will go around them and say them are more. Curry was not talking about
the funny thing is, Mr. Vegas, if you look around them neck, right?
Right.
When you see them wear around them neck, you know, in Islamic tradition, it will be called like the kifir. You get me I say?
Right.
Look around them neck. The man them wear one piece of cloth or one kerchief around them neck. And some Islamic thing them are deal with. Yes, you know nothing to do with no West Africa and African tradition. And even if they want to claim, that they are indigenous to Jamaica, the natives of Jamaica never wear no Islamic regalia around them neck and stuff like that. They don't.
Great point.
The natives of Jamaica now greet nobody about no assalamu alaikum and all that nonsense.
Them to them are the original inhabitants, right? How is it that they must be Islam?
But first thing, you can't be original and name Richard Curry. It's a Vegas man. How that work? How that make sense?
The British name.
Well, at least if in the name Chief Thunderbird or Chief Blackfoot, and we could answer, all right, cool, that makes sense. But you can't come try to trick the people, boy, you're sovereign and indigenous, and I give you some slave master name, brother.
But what is very
leave me with that name there. We not claim them kind of something there.
What is very interesting though, Imhotep, what is super interesting is now that the man, them liar, is in government. Isat Buchanan is one of the man who represent them for the lawsuit to sue the government for 116,000 hectares of land.
That's a conflict of interest.
I'm not sure if he's still their attorney, but in the case file, in the lawsuit, him a them liar.
Oh, right. And have some custodial thing them want to deal with. But the thing is, Mr. Vegas, I saw where an attorney came out and spoke on Nationwide, right?
Right.
And he was saying that they have no legal standing. But we know that long time. We know that long time. As some little fly by night and some little usurpers them. But they have no legal standing to reject government assistance because they claim that 80% of a compound has been damaged, right? Richard Curry don't speak for the people who will lose them roof. The people who will lose them roof and them house will gladly take the assistance from the government. And we're talking about Jamaican citizens. They are no different from me and you. Them have Jamaican birth paper, Jamaican driver's license, Jamaican passport.
But the man using Jamaican ID for sue the government, say me sovereign.
Right. And that's the whole nonsense about what it bring up there.
A man using Jamaican ID to sue the Jamaican government that he is sovereign.
Right. I using Jamaican birth paper as well.
Yes.
But you see, the problem is, we have a lot of gullible people out there, and we also have people that their focus is that they're against the government, right? So when Richard Curry came to the fore and be like an agitator, they were supporting him. Notice when Andrew Holness went up there, and Richard Curry was saying, "Oh, people say you don't come this part." Andrew Holness said, "You're crazy. There's nowhere in Jamaica that I don't go." So that was a declaration that there's nowhere in Jamaica that I don't go. So up there, is a part of Jamaica.
He tried to insert something, some authority, and the Prime Minister catch it. You know, see it?
Right. And say, there's nowhere in Jamaica I don't go.
Well, I say, say Andrew Holness, I'm not joking, brother.
Andrew a craftsman, man. Andrew smart, man.
Listen to me.
Andrew smart, man.
Andrew Holness are one of the greatest leader, in my view, Jamaica has ever seen. Because enough man that in a fly over them head. Right. When the man said that to Andrew Holness said, "No way in Jamaica, we're going to go straight." The man was sitting back right away. It couldn't say nothing.
I make him know that Jamaica in there. That's a catch to it, Mr. Vegas. Andrew Holness making know that Jamaica we standing on. So what you mean? There's no way in Jamaica I don't go.
Jamaican people them need to question now. There's something significant where the people them need to question, because watch this now. Mark Gold and them collect donation money, right? Where the money they gone?
Right.
Is that money where the people them from foreigners send to for help Jamaicans, not just Maroons? Is it possible that the money, why them can't give the information on it and can't tell how it break down? Is it possible that Korea get the money there? Because said, we have people can do the work. Just give away I give away, we have people can do the work. Who is in Curry's back pocket? That's him feels strong to say that.
Right, all right. So what I will say is that I'll give Mark Gold and the PNP the grace there, right? But you see, when it come on to Richard Curry, there is something going on up there where they don't want the government to come up there to see what's going on. You understand what I say? Because remember in Mr. Vegas, remember them bring some people to come test water up there and all kind of something, couple years ago, without any... Right. I remember say no approval from government, no knowledge from the government, and him bring some people up there. So we need to know who up there, what they are doing up there, and things like that. The reason why he's rejecting the JDF engineers is because the JDF engineers have to go house to house and do their inspections.
Oh.
To actually establish who need the help, the nature of the damages, and the nature of the reconstruction. But what that also entails is that the JDF will be seeing what's going on up there.
So them know why them not
Remember, sir? Remember the man that a quick step a thief the lumber them man Subi man. Come on, bro man.
That place them in a
Them that quick step, yeah man. A thief the whole of lumber over there, cut down the forest and them seen them man.
The man them beat up from quick step.
Right.
The man when they come say, oh, them beat him up. When them cut down
yeah, man. All right. So that man was the man where they owned some land down there, right?
Yeah.
But my point is, Richard Curry them a thief the lumber, have man a cut down the lumber, right? Down a quick step side, and I make a bag of money and fight millions.
And the same thing that they were doing in Texas. They
100%. And
got timber
and try
in
claim
Texas
land.
from the people them land.
And try claim it.
People, I want you to understand how dangerous the situation is. Because
Subi,
cutting down the lumber, the forest and the trees them and I make lumber and I sell it. What is he doing with this money?
Remember say when the police went up there, you know, him have big rifle pan him back, you know, man. Right? I run with police, you know. And here we go on. The rifle pan him back was not even renewed by the FLA. So the FLA actually called him out and he had to turn in the rifle to the FLA. So if you are sovereign, you don't need to confirm to know.
Or you bring a gun, come get Jamaican.
Come get the FLA. Let me show you, man. Say a craftsman, man.
It's all nonsense. Give thanks, bro. Because a long time, we are talking about that brother here. And see it come forefront.
Right. A years, man. A years we are talking about them, man. Because we know, say, listen to me, he's the worst thing to happen to their compound Maroons. Because, let me tell this now, Subi. First thing first, right? There's no treaty. They have no treaty. They have no validity of a treaty. So they have no legal standing whatsoever. That's right. One. Next thing is, all of them are born up there. Them born at the hospitals in Jamaica, and them have Jamaican birth paper. Right? Them have Jamaican IDs, Jamaican passport, Jamaican driver's license. The people up there consider themselves as Jamaicans. This man come from nowhere with one puppet master who is him right-hand man, where I come tell him, say they are sovereign indigenous Moors and all that nonsense. So my point is, the majority of the people up there do not agree with the nonsense he's doing. They don't. The people need help. These are Jamaican citizens that need help, and the government has a legal and moral obligation to assist them.
Bro, facts.
You get what I say, General?
100%, bro. 100%. 100%, bro. 100%. But listen to me. I was on the fence, like Andrew should just allow them and make the people them rise up. Well, the people them rise up. But to your original point and other people in the inner circle, they actually come to the conclusion that Andrew must stand strong on this, even though we are going through a disaster, to enforce that this cannot be a precedent set where people believe that they can just run off a place and the government can't go there. So it's a really, really sticky situation. And what is surprising is that he's a strong supporter of Mark Golding, and Mark Golding yet to come forward and even say nothing about this. And Mark Golding has a say about everything. But why is he silent on this matter? This matter is a matter where him should have come forward and say, yo, I talked to Richard Curry and I accept the help of the JDF because the people them want the help. I think Mark Golding should have done that. What do you think?
No, but remember, say Mark Golding promised them autonomy if them vote him in. Remember that, you know? He was promising them.
And a Senate seat.
Right. So Mark Goley was promising them autonomy, right? If they voted for him. Now, the thing is this now, Mr. Vegas. Listen to me. The Prime Minister have a legal and moral obligation to all Jamaicans. You understand what I say?
Right.
These people up there, Richard Curry don't speak for them. He really doesn't. You cannot see the whole people them lose them house and them roof and them something there and you play politics. So here go on now. The Prime Minister has to act within what's in the best interest of Jamaicans. Jamaicans, to which the accompanying Maroons are.
Lashika, where is
You understand me I say?
Yeah, man. 100%.
Good afternoon, Vegi Wagwan. Emo,
Yeah, man.
I
I'm
was
afraid of this in a Lashika. Like, them man here.
one man. Remember, say me know Emo take a
you know Emo take-
and everything already. Anyway, you the Emo there. Anyway, Emo there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Big up.
But I'm listening to you, right, Emo?
Yes.
Mute Ricardo or whoever. And what came to my mind, because it was a puzzle, say, yo, why this nice dark-skinned gentleman leave corporate Jamaica to go up in the hills? Seen? And based on everything that I gather, is that they need somebody for PR. These are years in a planning. So in order to have somebody who is fluent enough who can connect with certain people, what things say them, we call them with the beautiful speaking, I think Richard Curry is the perfect man to fuel the agenda. That's what I'm gathering. Him have knowledge in a corporate Jamaica. He has knowledge in banking. So they need somebody to communicate to people that, what would I say, the educated, don't them who don't know nothing about the Maroons. So him can sound like, yeah man, this is the truth. I remember the truth about Maroons has never really been told.
Right.
So in order to carry out the agenda,
You find a savior. Come talk.
you have to find a face. And it's Richard Curry. Because remember, when he came on the scene, girl, everybody rush him, say, nice, him this, him that. So he got the love of the public immediately.
Right. I just want to say this, sister. I just want to say this, right? When Richard Curry came on the scene, Richard Curry did not come on the scene as a diplomat and a mediator, right? He came on the scene as a government agitator to the point where Andrew Holness had to come out and say, there is nowhere in Jamaica that I don't have control or responsibility over, because he was agitating the government. The next thing is this now. Richard Curry, when he came into power up at a compound town, his agenda was not about, the interests of the Maroons. And remember, their compound Maroons are protected under the UNESCO, right? UNESCO has to deal with the whole cultural thing about the Maroons, right?
Yeah.
Right, the cultural heritage aspect of things, the UNESCO recognizes the Maroons, and that's fair enough. But one thing I want to point out, there was a lady named Miss Gloria B. Sims. She was recognized by the entire Maroon community as someone who is respected. She came out and apologized for the Maroons' role in slavery. Remember, every slave rebellion that occurred in Jamaica, the Maroons were the ones who suppressed it. Paul Bogle, Taki, Chief Finger Jack, Sam Sharp, you name it. So she came out and she apologized for the Maroons' role in suppressing the slave rebellions, right? And working in conjunction with the slave masters. Richard Curry came out and dismissed her and said she does not speak for a compound Maroons, nor is she recognized by them. Just remember, right? all Miss Sims is saying that the Maroons are apologizing for what they did to black people in Jamaica during slavery in terms of suppressing all the rebellions and also you know, like not allowing black people to fight for their freedoms. That's a moral apology.
After him rejected the woman's apology, right? He tried to use Opal to fill her, to take over from she. And
he wanted to overthrow. Remember, you know, when Buju come from prison and go knock head with them, they went down to Moortown to overthrow Colonel Sterling, to use an 18-year-old to do that. And remember, on the day of the election, the police was the one that turned back Imam Buju. Because he wanted to be the emperor of all the Maroons. That's how power hungry he is. That's just the truth. This man was using an 18-year-old named Opal to try to overthrow Colonel Sterling down at Moortown in Portland, down at the Rio Grande Valley. Richard Curry them, along with Buju Banton, right? They got involved in it, and on the day of the election, police blocked the road and turned them back. And that's public knowledge. This man is a dangerous. Listen to me. People don't understand. People don't understand who they're dealing with, man.
But me hear somebody who is from a compound town say today that don't be surprised if you see Buju running for colonel, because remember that their thing is coming up February, their election. Somebody.
Yeah, but the thing is, but the thing with Buju, you know, the thing with Buju is that I doubt it still, because it's a whole heap of things with them and Buju, you know. I want bagga with them and Buju still. So I don't want to say much right now. I'm going to watch it play out with them and Buju.
There are certain things under the radar that's going on, Lashika. That notice there's no communication come from Buju about the Maroon.
Kind of hear it.
Right. But you know, read public it, you know, stir up it, so people know it.
Yeah.
Chuck, where is the Chuck? Chuck, new talk. Yeah. I'm glad you made the correction on that, Imhotep, because I said it was the Windward, but it's actually the Moortown Maroons, where them Buju Endas little girl named Opal. Well, basically was a deer in her headlight. She didn't know what to do. She couldn't answer questions. When the media I interview her, she said, what she said? She said she's that.
I'm nanny. She said, I'm nanny.
Yeah, but she said something about she's a descent. She's what?
She's a descendant of nanny. That's what she said.
She descendant, man. She never said descendant that we always used to use it. But
she's I'm trying to remember, but
when
remember
she went to the media, she was
right
out of her, she was above her peer, nothing. She didn't know
oblivious. Yep, she was like a puppet but used by Richard Curry them to try to overthrow. And there's a next one where there are Moortown named Alex Moore Minot. He my next devil down there too. Him did a link with Richard Curry them.
Overthrow the brother.
Right, to try overthrow Colonel Sterling in Moortown. Right. So Hope was she was there.
Let's not forget the other lady, they died a mysterious death a couple weeks after.
Wow. See that, Chuck? Wow. Yo, the people think of some play thing, you know. Hey, them think a joke thing, you know.
Yo, Mr. Vegas, people don't understand the years worth of research and battle where we go on with them and observe them, you know, brother.
We are talk, and nobody not pay with no mind, so we just say no allow them. Because people are born
yeah, man.
While we are pointing to Richard Curry, them people like Dean Jackson Miller interview him and everybody a glass over him. Everybody a romanticize this man here.
Right.
Interviewed with Yendi them.
Fish Stevens too, man. Fish Stevens, man. Fish Andre. Them did endorse the wall, man. Them see, yeah, man, the wall. Listen me. As a matter of fact, the Jamaica Observer, to which him have some connections, they did some PR on him and make it look like say he was some savior. Then bring in Vice. Remember Vice, you know? Vice did a documentary, you know, to make it look like say these were some indigenous people protecting the land.
What the brother named George Soto, what's his name?
George Soros, man.
George Soros. Him no go prison over there.
No. But my point is, Vice is owned by George Soros. Them. So my thing is, when Richard Curry them came on the scene, Vice did a documentary to make it look like say, oh, these are sovereign indigenous people who are protecting the land from a wicked.
Was that the one that they were talking about, the indigenous people that was taken on the big American conglomerate?
Yes. That's a Vice documentary. But it made it look as if that the Jamaican government was corrupt and they're trying to destroy the cockpit country and take away the resources and destroy the environment. That's how Vice painted that documentary, and Richard Curry was the savior. But people never know, say, Richard Curry them and George Soros them did have that link there.
Right.
People don't know that.
Right.
So you see, people might not understand who these people are, and I dare them to ask, who is this plenipotentiary second in command when he is the de facto leader? Listen me, Anu Zion L is the man who run it. Richard Curry is a puppet. Who is this man? Where he come from? Him don't have an ounce of Maroon blood in him. He's not from a compound town. Him not have nothing to do with no Maroon, nothing. Nothing at all. And him a program Richard Curry. People must ask those questions. Who is this man where I run Richard Curry head?
Remember the gear rights activists them came down here and found them way up there.
No, who remember when Richard Curry go link them at the embassy?
And he went up there to check him.
Yeah, man.
Type on the whole of them I talk about them a support this and them a support Richard Curry and all them shit. Richard Curry carry the gay rights activists them up there, and then they go link them down at the embassy and go meet up with them.
The same couple that the government refused to give diplomatic tenure because we don't recognize.
Yep.
I
don't think. I'm not sure if I the couple, but
yeah, man.
One of the man. Yeah,
they were both there. Both of them there. There was also another video in Oviedo. I don't know if you saw it. With them have Mark Golding down there in one bush and Isle him down. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Down there in one bush and Isle him down.
Chuck,
yeah, man.
maybe I just joining, you know. I just read out the whole case file now. Because they do it already some years ago. I just read out the whole case file of how the plenipotentiary up there, where a Curry right hand, try the same land grabbing thing, him and him allies them down in Texas, and everything. When you read the case file, it's parallel to what they're trying to do here in Jamaica.
No, but he's banned from Texas. But the problem is, you know, a lot of things are going on up in a compound town that the government have no clue what's going on up there. There's a lot of things going on up there where the government don't know. The reason why they are rejecting the JDF is because the
government don't know.
Well, let me tell you something. No, I don't think so. To be honest.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you why I think the government know. Remember, say, you know, that constituency, you know, is JLP, you know, and one of the things that probably Chuck can speak on it, say the people in there were dieted JLP. So the information is going to go back to the leader. The government know. The government know, but I think, and as I've said before, that this gives them an opportunity, and I totally support your argument that they don't want the JDF there because of the house-to-house movement. The JDF will learn the landscape now, and they actually don't want that. So I think the move for the JDF, learning the landscape, easier for them going. Me not think that them don't know. Me think the government know.
You see, the problem is, you know, even with the issue at Quick Step, where Richard Curry had his people cutting down the whole of the lumber, them selling it illegally. The forestry department came in, put a stop to that, and he made it look as if he wasn't involved, he have nothing to do with it.
Which part of this represents any form of native to this land? Which part of this represents any form of native to this land?
He's a Muslim them.
This now not to do with no native to this land outlook. At Bregin, a dangerous something I go on up and say, people think I'm joking. Are the girl is in the army fatigue we're running from the Prime Minister